Go again.
Bob Nation! Did it work?
Yeah.
You didn't give him the
Say,
script?
let's go.
Let's go.
You.
Oh, man. What is up, everyone? This is the DNVR Postgame Show for Colorado versus UCF, presented by Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the promo code BUFFS, get $20 off your first purchase. We're getting right to business. RK is calling in from the wedding.
Sheesh.
RK?
What is up, boys?
Let's go. Yo, go ahead and cook. Do your thing.
Hey, can you guys actually hear me? I feel like I have a bad.
Yes.
What a fucking win! What an absolute dominant performance for Colorado since 2005. It absolutely blew my expectations out of the water, and my expectations were really, really high for this team. I'm so ecstatic. We were a bunch of people in Tahoe know the words to the fight song because we were singing it over and over and over and over and over again, man. The bar, we are here, and it's about time the world stops fighting this.
All right, let's go, man. Keep on going. What impressed you the most? What stood out to you the most? And then we'll get you out of here.
Honestly, what impressed me the most was the resilience. This team started the game in a way that I have seen the Colorado Buffaloes start a road game many, many times in my life. They go backwards on the first play. They go backwards on the second play. They throw an interception on the third play, and it's like, oh, okay, here we go. We know this. We've been here. This has happened before. It's about to be one of those games where everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Honestly, similar to the Nebraska game. And for them to bow their backs and tighten up on defense, and for Preston Hodge to get that interception is such a, stamp on the fact that this team is not like that. This team is not like the teams of Colorado's past. It is time to let go of hell. They are capable of pushing through when things get tough. That absolutely impressed me so much. And throughout the game, while they were in control the whole time, there were moments where it said, okay, maybe it slips away here. Maybe things tighten up here. Maybe this play is the one that makes things get close. And none of them happened. Every single time this team had an answer. They had a play that they could make that made everyone calm down. And for them to go out there and put the belt to ass for UCF was just special, man. It was really, really special. And I'm sad I'm not there with you boys. But it's a beautiful thing to be here celebrating with a bunch of people who also went to see you. So I'll let you guys get to your post-game show. I love you all.
Is that it? We lost him.
Shout out to you,
Much
RK.
love to RK. Holy shit, boys. Scott Procter, Uncle Neely.
What's the word?
Oh, my Lord. Unc, start us off. You were on the field.
I don't know where to start, Jake, because I want to start like in asshole mode.
Do it.
Well, no, let's do it. Give us your rant that you gave us after the press
Oh,
conference.
no, that's not even asshole mode. That's just a rant.
Oh, okay.
That's coming.
All right, well, then whatever you got to get off your chest.
Asshole mode is like to the believers and the haters. I told you this team was good. Mm-hmm. And each game we would play, one phase of the game would let us down, and we've never seen how good this team can be when all three phases play what I call complimentary football. How many times, Jake, this summer have you heard me say, when this team plays complimentary football, no one in the nation can run with us? But if it's just on the offense, if it's just on the defense, it's just on the special teams, that allows people to compete with us. But with our talent, our depth, our coaching staff as in getting these guys ready, when it all clicks, we run away from people. And it all clicked tonight, and it clicked even with Shedeur throwing the interception.
Yeah.
Insane.
Because you got the talent on the other side to get the ball back. This team can really do some things. I don't know, outside of Bama, who's up on Georgia right now, I don't know if you're going to have a undefeated team in the nation this year. I really don't.
Yeah.
Never thought this team would be an undefeated team. The goal is, 1-0, each week. But I knew from what I saw upgraded from last year, what I saw in strength and conditioning phase, what I saw in fall camp, we're so much better than we were last year. And for people to doubt that we would take Miss Peggy to a bowl game, I bet they don't doubt it now. And what I really want to know, I wish I could see the chat screen because I know the haters here, but sometimes the haters disappear. Where are you going to move the goalpost to now? Because UCF was everything since bread was first sliced.
Yeah. RK literally, I think, quote tweeted a tweet that said, "Yeah, but y'all aren't going to win the national championship."
So, and we never said we were, right?
Right.
No one on this broadcast, none of our friends in the trust tree where the branches are strong and the roots are long, no one has ever said we're going to win the national championship, right? Now that's where the goalposts have moved to? Because you said we weren't going to beat UCF, and the experts said we were going to lose by 14 or more. You talk about belt to ass tonight in every phase of the game, and even the phase of the game that they don't calculate.
Yeah.
Like they don't tabulate, he knocked the shit out of him.
Right.
You know how many times tonight we knocked the shit out of somebody?
Oh, my God. That was a physical dominating
Yes.
Boys was flying around.
Yes. Scott, you feel me? It's like, so, dude, that's just part one of it.
Yeah.
That's just asshole mode, not the ranch yet. This team, I think that I don't care if you're, Uncle Shannon Ocho at night. I don't care who you are. Somebody's going to have to wake up and look in the mirror and go like, you know what? Colorado's got a good football team.
Yep. No doubt.
But not too fast. Not too fast. I want you to stay where you are for the rest of this season. You picked a side late in August. Stay there through December. Join the party next year. Ride with the wave that you picked. Don't come to this wave now. We're winning.
Scott, your first impressions, man. Anything. Go for it.
Yeah, man. If you don't believe this Colorado football team is good, you probably are never going to come to that realization at this point. I mean, what we saw today was a dominating performance from a team that was projected to lose by 2+ touchdowns. That's what we saw in the bounce house, on the road, in front of a hostile crowd, at least for a quarter or so, right? Because afterwards, it was like a library in the bounce house in front of a sold-out crowd. That's how quiet they were. But I would just go back to when I came on the show after the NDSU win, and obviously Shador did his thing. The offense put up a bunch of points, a bunch of yards, but the defense stood out to me in that game. And 4 weeks later, this defense still is legitimate to me and is playing their tails off, led by Robert Livingston, right? Cam Silman-Craig, after the game, was asked about the improvements of the defense. He said his name is Robert Livingston. He said he didn't even come to Colorado with the playbook. He said, what do y'all do well? And that's what we're going to do. That's the mark of a leader, of a player's coach, somebody who players can buy into and believe in. And that's what we're seeing, reaping the benefits of on this defensive side. But the depth, particularly on defense, really stood out to me. Obviously, Deion Hayes was out with an injury. Shadozi came back in the line. But it was some of the other guys, right? Arden Walker played a hell of a football game tonight. He was leading the team with like 6 tackles about halfway through the game. Finished with, I think, about 5 solo ones. Jalen Wester. Yeah. You talking about putting the pads on folks. Put the pads on KJ Jefferson. Forced that fumble. Yep. Allowed Cameron Silman-Craig to go 95 yards to the crib with it. Tajay McCoy, 2 sacks tonight.
Yep.
Boy was balling. Amari McNeil got a sack as well in the first half. So, again, some of the other guys stepping up on this defensive side of the ball just speaks to how
What this team averaging like 3-something on the ground?
375.
And that's another thing, right? The number
what happened to that?
The number one rushing team in America.
Wait, the number one team where?
In America. College football.
You tell me, because I'm talking to the goalpost movers. I'm being an old courtroom attorney in Mississippi. I know the answers to what I'm asking.
Oh, yeah, I'm on.
You're telling me
these hypotheticals
that tonight the Colorado Buffaloes played the number one rushing team in America. Yep. That before tonight averaged 375 yards on the ground.
Yep. Held them to a season low. And again, that's the biggest thing, right? Defensively, this UCF team expected to come out and run the ball at will because that's what they've done.
But
4
the people
weeks prior,
said we didn't have a D line.
That's what they be saying, but you can't listen to people though. That's you know that.
Oh,
yeah, man. Just what a resilient win from this team. What RK said after the first drive, I think everyone was like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
Like on pins and needles a bit. Like
that Preston Hodge interception cannot be overlooked, understated, none of that.
Shador said it in the post game. It's like after Preston got the pick, it just wiped it out.
Yep.
Like 0-0.
0-0, exactly.
Yeah, that's the way it happens. You're trading baskets. Right. But I will tell you guys this, and this may be a little assholish too. I was watching Preston when he got that pick. I was like, damn, I wish they'd have scored. Because I wanted the world to see what I see.
Yeah.
Because we were still going to dominate them.
Yep.
And to what RK was saying, as particularly fans of Colorado before Coach Prime got here, who've been through those rough years, you just have that expectation of something's going to go wrong.
Right.
And what I wanted people to see, really how this team has changed since Nebraska and what we've done since Colorado State and what we did tonight, is to see bad things don't make them play bad.
Right.
Like, they regroup from it.
Yes.
It's like, okay, you got me, watch this. And you saw tonight, man, you know, there's that old coach talk where you bend but don't break. We never bent.
Yep.
Like, it was never a bend in this. Like, there was never a portion of this game, whether it was 0-0, whatever score was, that we weren't in control of the game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, to have that pick happen on the third play of the game and on the 29-yard line.
Yes.
And to just, you know, like a duck with water off its back, just literally just
got
shake it
nothing
all
out of
off. Yeah.
And honestly, when UCF took the ball over at the interception, I had a feeling that the most that they was going to get out of that drive was 3 points.
That's what I said.
Again, just based on how well this defense has played. And again, the second half dominance on that side of the ball has continued. 7 points allowed in the second half again tonight. That's the most Colorado has allowed in the second half all year.
I just need – because, like, this time of night, this has been proven scientifically. Haters, their hearing gets bad the later it gets. And I just need you to say that again for not only the haters, but the haters in the back. What's been happening in the second half of these games?
In the second half of games.
Not just this game.
Not just this game.
This
we talking
season.
about 5 and right, and I like to bring that up too, because we're past the point where you can say, "Oh, it's a small sample size." We'll see when the games start, right?
We
We are
got 5 games.
weeks into the college football season, 5 games, and Colorado has not allowed more than 7 points
in the second
half of a single game this year, including against 2 Big 12 opponents. So again, this defense is sleep on them if you want to.
Jake backed me up on this.
Yeah.
Because I said it to you. I might have said it on the show, but I know I said to you when we were doing the little camp updates each day. I said, the way this defense is built, I don't think people are going to score on us more than 3 times a game.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what halves they would come in, but I was peaking people out at 21 points. And as long as we can score 21, 28, we're going to beat people because our offense can do it.
Right.
And this defense is proven they're even better than I thought they were going to be.
Yes.
And that's the thing, too. Again, if you're this dominant defensively in the second half of games, coupled with the fact that in 4 or 5 games this year, Shedeur has led a scoring drive right before the half, and you come out in the second half and Shedeur has the first half under his belt, and that defense is locked down, it's going to be tough to lose.
And I want, again, the people in the back, when Scott was rolling off those names, these are names you haven't heard this year.
Exactly.
You haven't heard Arden Walker making no plays. You ain't heard
Tajay
Taj
McCoy
making no plays. The depth that we have on this team. Man, come on, man.
And a lot of people were upset with the news Coach Prime talked about afterwards of Trevor Woods and Jeremiah Brown redshirting that linebacker.
Yeah.
Right.
Jalen Wester said, "No, we cool."
Oh, my God. He balled out at the end of the game. Last takeaway for me, and then we'll hit a break real quick. Coach Prime is building a damn program.
Period.
A program. Like, this is like a tone-setting win that you can look back on with your Like, look, we went down to Florida. We had 300 recruits here, by the way, who we all know who they came to see, and they saw what they wanted to see. Buckle up.
But ask TCU. So, speaking of, I was going to save this. I know you want to get some shout-outs, ads and all that.
Yeah, go ahead.
What 2 games did I have circled, Jake?
Baylor and UCF.
And I had them circled.
Where you had them circled before the season?
Yes.
When the schedule
dropped, came out,
we did a show in Denver, and I said, man, I got 2 games circled. And it was like, what's that? Utah, Oklahoma State? I said, nope. Baylor, Big 12 opener, Central Florida, Big 12 first road game. And they said why, and I said, I told you why, just what you said, Coach Prime said, because it's going to be program measurement games.
Yes.
I don't care if we win or loss. I do care if we win or loss. But then it's not about the win or loss. It's like, okay, can we compete?
Yes.
Because if we, like last year, okay, we had beat Nebraska. They were on the schedule this year. You beat Colorado State. They were on the schedule last year. This was giving you 2 games back-to-back, different scenarios, and they damn matter because they're conference games.
Yep.
If you can do well and or win those, you have turned this program around. It may not be where you want it to be yet, but the ship has fully turned around and it's heading in the right direction. You went to the bounce house Coach Gus Malzahn, I mean, his legendary coach, his staff, the players that he recruits, you went down here and manhandled them.
Yep.
If that doesn't show you this program is heading in the right direction, it's like Scott said, but you just don't want to see it. You don't want to know it. You don't want to believe it.
Yep, exactly, man.
Get to it, Jake.
Our first shout out is to our friends over at Game Time.
Game Time.
Game Time, baby.
Game Time tonight, all night.
Oh, man. If you got in on Game Time and got in the building tonight, you were treated to a show anywhere in the house that you were.
Yeah.
What do you think of the stadium?
You know,
it was legit bouncing.
It's a small stadium.
Yeah.
Intimate setting, need a little candlelight dinner kind of vibe. It's that kind of small, but they bring noise.
Bro, it was legitimately bouncing in the press box.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, I could see what they call it the bounce house. I love the atmosphere. Not being critical, but I think they quit too soon, the fans.
It was after the Travis pick.
Yes, I believe in mojo, man.
Right.
I believe in good vibes. I believe in bad vibes. Vibes matter. And I think you can energize your team or you could not be there for your team. And I think the fans in the bounce house gave up before the players did.
Yeah. This team is much must-watch in person, not even must-watch TV. You need to come watch this team in person.
Yeah.
This is honestly kind of a once-in-a-lifetime type of thing, watching Shador, Travis. So get on Game Time. We have a week off. We are on bye. Man, it feels good going into the bye with this win under our belt.
Yeah, could we call up somebody and play this weekend, though? Like, I just want to keep this
I kind of
going.
want to
Yeah,
also.
like
Exhibition.
Yeah.
But shout out to Game Time. Check out their Game Time picks. You can see where the seat is in the stadium and see their best deals. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account. Use code BUFFS, BUFFS, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account. Redeem code BUFFS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it?
Game time!
And then also shout out to Circle K. They are fueling us on this Great American
I could use some
Stampede.
Circle K like right now.
Yes, we need it. We need it.
Some cheese puffs, some peanut M&Ms.
Peanut M&Ms. The share size?
Which you don't share.
Exactly.
Kenny Highway. Shout out to Kenny Highway.
Shout out Kenny Highways.
You got
man.
your M&M's back.
What a legend. But yeah, shout out to Circle K. They're going to be fueling us. We got 4 more games on the road. I'm hyped. And these will be, obviously this one a little different, but these will be true Great American Stampede road trip events.
From start to finish.
From start to finish. So shout out to Circle K for fueling us and keeping us going on the road. You can join the Inner Circle program. Download the Circle K app and sign up for exclusive offers. New offers, purchase clubs, and sweepstakes are uploaded weekly. Shout out Circle K.
If you don't buy tickets on Game Time and on your way to the event stop at Circle K, you just don't love me.
You're not.
I'm taking it personal at this point.
Let's go.
Not real.
You not only you're not loving me, you want to fight.
Right.
Like you're saying something about my mom at this point.
Yep.
Speaking of, RG got a good one on my mom. I'm gonna tell her to.
You know what? He did. He got
he got
you.
a good one.
He got you.
Yeah.
Shout out RG. This man had a Heisman Trophy caliber day. Heisman caliber day. That picture is literally one of the greatest pictures I've ever seen, bro.
That was super tough.
Unbelievable. You're gonna see that picture
everywhere,
probably for the rest of your life too.
Yeah,
I mean,
everywhere.
That's iconic.
When he actually wins it, he's gonna put it up at his house.
I
still mean what I said, RG. I hate that you guys who are true photographers, get the shit into the stick from guys who just freeze a video somewhere. Like, that's lazy photography. You earned that one. Bastard you.
Speaking about the man, Travis Hunter, I don't care if he plays another game, another snap this season. He is going to New York, and he still is the Heisman Trophy winner. He is absolutely unbelievable. I literally cannot believe the plays this guy makes.
So, I got to tell you this, Jake. I got to tell you this, Scott. Heretofore, I've always said, I believe that the Heisman Trophy winner is the best player in college football.
Right.
However, the voters believe it's the best player in college football from a winning team.
Yep.
I think now, 5 weeks in, data points, enough data now.
I think so.
It doesn't matter what this team does the rest of the way.
Yep.
He has proven he's the best player in college football.
Yep.
And if he's not in your top 3 as a voter, what the hell are you looking at? And why are you a voter?
Exactly. Your thoughts on Travis Scott?
Another one of them performances, man.
Yeah.
It's like, what can't he do at this point? Again, it's just on both sides of the ball. It's like, how is arguably the best receiver in college football making diving interceptions, laying the wood on defense, coming up, making tackles in the run game?
Oh, he's laying the wood there.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, again, I know most of y'all know my take from last week that obviously I know Travis Hunter is more than deserving that Heisman Trophy, or I don't know if Heisman voters are going to come around to it, but he putting the pressure on him.
He really is.
And look, here's the way I look at it, Scott Diggy Dog. If you're looking at him as just receiver, how is he not in the conversation? If you're looking at him as DB, how is he not in the conversation? And he's doing both of them.
Both of them. For a winning team through 5 weeks.
Yes.
He's rare in the complete sense of the word. I mean, never been seen before, never done before, never will be duplicated. Yeah. He is truly one of one.
I've settled on Alien.
This will be.
I call him a unicorn.
Yeah.
This will be 40 years from now with significant rule changes before somebody does this again.
Probably.
Like it's just, it's almost like some of these records, even in the NFL now, they won't be broken because there's not an incentive to play every week anymore and every snap anymore. Yeah. So there's some things you're just not going to accumulate because a guy did it for 16 weeks because he wanted to be out every snap.
Yep.
Now with the way practices are and the way schedules are, like, well, that's never getting caught. This stuff Travis is doing, it will never happen in our lifetime again. And you're seeing it for the first and last time.
Yep.
One of one. I tweeted it last week. I'm not going to take watching Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter for granted.
You can't.
Just not going to do it.
Yeah.
And also, too, it should be mentioned, Kobe Hudson, who's a really good receiver.
Yes.
A lot was made of the matchup going in this week between him and Travis Hunter. And obviously, it wasn't all Travis Hunter. DJ had some time on him, so did Preston. But I don't know what Kobe Hudson had in terms of stats tonight. But it wasn't much.
I know what he had. I was just downstairs and, got me a milk, and he was on the carton. Like, it's already
that boy was missing?
Yeah, like, have you seen this man?
2 catches for 39 yards. Yeah. He did almost score on a play. Shout out to the safety or corner. I can't remember who made the tackle on that, but that was a clutch tackle too. Shedeur Sanders, he also needs to be in New York. Yep. These are 2 of the top 5 players in college football, at least.
How many people go to New York? 4?
It depends year to year. They kind of change it.
Yeah, I will say this, and I'm going to acknowledge my bias from even Jackson State days. I would love to see Shedeur there. And I think he's on track to be there. But I will also admit the Cam Wards and what some of these other quarterbacks are doing, statistically doing, not necessarily from a leadership or moving their team, but just the stats. When you look at the yardage, it's going to be tougher for him to get a seat there than it is for Travis.
Of course.
But I do believe if you got a dais of 5 people, Shedeur's there. Yep. Shedeur and Travis are 2 of those seats.
Unreal, man. What a time for Colorado football. I guess just kind of plays that stood out, helmet stickers, guys you want to shout out, who impressed you. Scott, where do you want to go?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Dallin Hayden, right? Getting his first rushing touchdown, his first touchdown as a Colorado Buffalo. Great run, right? After, 2 weeks off dealing with the ankle sprain to come back and obviously help Colorado rush for a season-high 128 rushing yards on 29 attempts, about 4.5 yards a carry. When this offense is balanced, they're going to be hard to stop.
They rushed for 128 yards tonight on 29 rushes, averaged 4.4 yards per carry with 29 rushes. Yep. The Colorado Buffaloes.
Shout out to Isaiah Augusta, too. Getting in late in that game, ripping off a few
His first run was like 20-plus.
Yeah. And then he had a 19-1 right after, and he became the leading rusher for CU after 2 carries back-to-back.
Yeah, he's that dude. He's that dude.
Leading rusher in the game.
Now, everything we said about his Heisman-esque photo, I'm taking back.
Snatching that back.
I'll shout out Michael Welsh. This kid just continues to impress me. Shout out to all the backs as well. But what we have in Michael Welsh is special. That is a special football player.
I totally agree. I enjoyed pounding him up, looking him in the eye, the unspoken word. Oh, yeah, pounding him. Up. No pause. Applause. See, that's what you got to do, Scott. You got to run with it. When somebody calls you, like when I called you on yours and you like back, no, you got to run. You got to embrace it. You got to make the other guy quit.
Don't let him get in your head, bro. Don't let him get in your head.
I'm dead.
How about a couple guys, too, that probably been hearing some slander over the last week or two, right? One being Will Shepard.
R1.
Speak on him. Man, Jake.
I do.
Every damn week I pick him.
Yep.
And this week I didn't.
Yep.
He is a touchdown machine at practice. The other guys, they get that deep slant and they run with it 40 yards. Mm-hmm. He is a back pylon, front pylon. Yeah. Shedeur knows right where to get it to him for the end zone. And I'm so glad that he had that breakout tonight. You talk about helmet sticker guys. Shout out to Dallin Hayden, as you started off with, Scott, because I think he was my offensive pick. Did some reshuffling.
Yep.
But I want to give one, man, a sticker to a guy who doesn't want a sticker. A sticker to a guy that we talk about all the time, and the audience is going to say, well, why are you giving me a sticker? You talk about it all the time. Because this guy, to me, deserved what happened for him tonight. Cameron Silman Craig scored.
Oh, my God.
And in football, just like basketball, just like tennis, or hell, pickleball, I guess, scoring matters.
Yes, it does.
And he has done so much for this team over these 5 weeks, and now it showed up on the scoreboard.
I was literally in the press box going like, oh, my, please score. I need you to get this touchdown.
I think that's the definition of ball don't lie.
Yes.
Because he does not cheat the game.
No.
He gives his game everything. He's a consummate leader and, player on the field, and he gets rewarded for moments like that. That's awesome to see.
Great point, well put in. And, when you see that he has, say, 8 tackles, right?
Yeah.
There's not a drop-down menu to tell you what the situation was on 7 of those tackles.
Going back to the Baylor one.
It's just 8 tackles, And he does so much for this team. As deep as this team is, we don't have Cameron Silman Craig. 2 of our wins don't happen.
100%.
2 of our wins don't happen. He is that impactful.
Yeah.
And so to see him have a moment, you talk about getting to the ball. Fumble happens on one side of the field. Everybody goes toward the ball like they do at practice. They're taught to do. He gets it, and he's gone.
Yep.
And then he scores. I was so damn happy for him.
I'm so
Because now he got something that's like, oh, man, a defensive guy scored a touchdown, and this Cameron Silman Craig. It's not just 8 tackles, Loved it for him. That's my helmet sticker.
Wow, great pick, man. I love that kid. He is just a true ball player. He's going to be playing football for a long time,
Absolutely.
I think. Who else you got?
I guess kind of staying with the slandered folk. How about Mata, right?
Yeah.
How about Mata, right? Yeah, I should let you handle this, actually. Go ahead.
Mata. He hit me up on my tweet yesterday when I said going to Publix for the first time. He said, get me a sub. I could have just been like, oh, joke. I was like, no, I'm going to get Mata a sub. This guy needs a sub. I get him the sub. I bring it to him in the lobby down there, and I go, all right, man, I'm giving you this. I need from you 100% field goal, 100% extra point, and a 45-plus yarder. My guy.
You said that to him?
I said that. There's a video of it. My guy goes out there, goes perfect, and hits from 46.
He said, say less.
What a dog.
Just think that you give him a car.
Oh, my God. I know.
That's from the movie Blue Chips, by the way. Y'all should go watch that movie. Great movie.
Classic.
Thank you, Scott.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mata, so many people missed one blocked. Oh, you going to at least on my YouTube channel, you go in the comment section. Oh, we got to replace him. He's done. Da 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 da. Where you at now, dog?
Yep. I'm going to give a helmet sticker to Nikai Hill-Green.
Mm-hmm.
Led the team in tackles, 9 tackles, 1 sack, 2 TFLs, and a pass breakup. This guy, look, we talk about Cam in this way and how he's like the heartbeat of the defense. Nikai Hill-Green, man, is the way he's transformed this defense. He flies around, and he lays the wood every time.
Whoa.
Also, shout out Tajay McCoy. The whole defense gets a helmet sticker.
For real.
All right, so if we're going to go whole defense helmet sticker, let me throw some double stickers on some folks.
All right, yeah.
Another unsung, another criticized because people think you should hear his name more than you do, but they don't see the work he's doing away from the ball. Shane Cokes.
Yes.
Yeah. Shane Cokes. I think the past couple of games have been his best games of the season. What he was doing out there on the D-line, man, having Chidozie back when he would come in as well.
Yeah.
I think he just had a great game, and it's just one of those situations where you'll even hear Shane on the sideline telling people, man, that's everybody's sack. Stop worrying if you got it.
Yeah.
Let's all help somebody get it. Let's force the ball.
He's a true leader.
And you see Hill-Green doing the same thing. I can't wait to the behind-the-scenes stuff start dropping this week where you can hear some of the things he was on the sideline and in the huddles challenging people to do, and they went out there the next play and did it.
Yep.
Those 2 guys get double stickers for me.
Well, you mentioned him. I'll give a helmet sticker to Chidozie. He just came back from injury, and there was no drop-off in his play. He was super impactful. He was constantly generating push on the line of scrimmage.
A nice stiff arm from their QB.
He did.
I showed it to
He
Jay.
acknowledged it.
Yeah,
He acknowledged it.
Yeah.
Took a nice stiff arm.
But the reason why I gave a helmet sticker to his defense, they had 13 tackles for a loss tonight. 13.
Against who? Oh, yeah.
The leading
number one.
rushing offense in the country.
And we said it. We said it on the DNVR pregame show, like the one that really this is post, that we were going to have to play on their side of the line of scrimmage. We were going to have to take away their run game by disrupting the runs before they even got the ball handed off.
Yep.
Shout out to the D-line, which y'all said sucked, which y'all said didn't have any depth or talent because we went the first 2 or 3 weeks without a sack, as if sacks are the only category for a good D-line. Look at us now.
One more. Jalen Wester came in, and he forced that fumble for Cam.
Yeah. And that was, if I'm not mistaken, that was kind of his first extended action.
Yes.
At least on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Impressive
Look, man,
stuff.
Trevor's going to take the red shirt. He's probably going to enter the portal. And Jalen comes in, and just immediate impact, just like that. Let's not forget, this guy graded out extremely well last year for FAU. Was one of the best run defenders in the country.
Yep.
Absolutely. You got to just love to see when guys get their opportunity.
Yes.
And then they make something of it. And the night this road trip, because, I mean, Coach Prime said at the presser, if you're not going to play for whatever reason, injury, red shirt, pouting, like, got a sore ankle, doesn't matter what it is, why would I put you on the plane? Like, so I'm only going to bring guys that can suit up and help us. And so for guys to make the most in week 5 of their first opportunity, ain't no going back now.
Yep.
Told you we had depth. Not you. The haters.
No,
and not the lovers in the chat. We're not talking to the lovers. We know we got lovers out there who understand ball and know ball. We're talking about the haters who only, pipe in when we lose one, and then they say we're going to lose another, and then when we win it, they move the goalposts and all this ifs, buts. Oh, if it hadn't rained in the pregame. Oh, if Cam Newton had all those colors.
Oh, my gosh, man.
Can I say something else, too?
Please.
That I thought about last week, that I thought about tweeting when Nikhai Hill-Green was one of the best graded linebackers in college football last week. Talking about the haters and the naysayers. People who thought that Nikhai Hill-Green couldn't play just because he transferred from Charlotte. Or like people who thought that Preston Hodge couldn't play for real because he transferred from Liberty. You can say the same thing for maybe Chidozie, who transferred from Houston.
You can say the same thing for Shador and Travis and the HBCU guys.
And Shador mentioned after the game,
Yes,
right? What
did.
keeps him motivated, right? Being that same HBCU quarterback who couldn't make it at the Power 5 level. And I just think that's impressive stuff. If you can play, you can play.
Yes, sir.
And Coach Prime and his staff have done a really good job of identifying talent, putting them in the best position. And another game helmet sticker for a guy who doesn't even wear a helmet. Got to go back to Robert Livingston, man.
Yep.
I said before the season. Go ahead. What's
You
up?
mean the Robert Livingston that's never been a coordinator for?
Never called plays before?
Yeah.
The one that, oh, my God, who was Coach Prime hiring?
Yeah, who is this guy?
Oh,
Robert
Jesus, this guy's the worst decision Coach Prime has ever made? That Robert Livingston?
That guy.
Oh, Jay,
Speak on
you
it.
think you're the only guy with receipts?
I love it.
Oh, this is receipt
fucking love
night. Do you remember the shots y'all were shooting at Robert Livingston when he got hired?
Hell yeah.
Never
Dion doesn't
had-
know what he's doing.
Never had his own room. He's just a scout. Like, what is this all about? Like, did we got to stop this, good old boy hooking folks up with a job just because stuff? Now, oh, Robert, I was with you all the time. No, you weren't. Stay your ass over there until next season. You have to ride the wave you were riding in August to December. Now, let me say this. When January comes, we're a big tent. I will welcome you with open arms. But this season, if you were a hater, stay a hater.
Absolutely love it. Shout out to you.
Yeah,
You
Scott-
called this before the season, too.
Scott knows ball, man.
Scott does know ball.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Now, Scott don't know beer too much. He got a little just, I don't know what that is. It's something.
Sound.
He don't know beer, but he knows ball.
No, tell them, though. I mean, you were on our show before the season.
Yeah, I
What'd you
remember
say?
talking to you guys before week 1, before the North Dakota State game, where I said, I have a feeling, I see a path to where in a few months' time, we're saying Robert Livingston is a coaching star. That's a future head coach, whether it be in college football or back in the NFL where he came from. And through 5 weeks, we're seeing that. Again tonight, UCF was 6 of 18 on third down, 33%. That's how you win football games, and it's been like that this entire season through a month plus of the season. Robert Livingston is Deion Sanders' best hire. You can say that. I think that's fair to say. And yeah, Robert Livingston, along with Nakai, some of those other guys who we mentioned, we talked about endlessly, have really transformed this defense. And I think that's the biggest reason why this team is legitimate this season.
I remember digging in on Robert Livingston's background, and I wrote a monster article around the time he was hired. And my takeaway from that was kind of the same thing. I was like, wait, this guy is extremely qualified.
You're just writing that, Jake, because you're just one of Prime's guys, and he tells you what to say. You've been with Neely drinking that same Kool-Aid, and you never say anything negative or real.
Speak on it.
That's what they said, man. Look, let me tell you something about Robert Livingston that was just refreshing to me, and I told you guys, and Scott, you referenced that Cameron Stillman Craig said it tonight. Mm-hmm. Now, let me say this, because we got a world out there that when I say I like pizza, somebody says, Neely says he hates hamburgers. I'm not saying something is wrong with somebody else. I'm talking about coaching styles and philosophies. I used to sit in our former defensive coordinator, Charles Kelly's meetings at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. I would even text you guys when I was in there.
Yeah.
And he had this system where, I ain't gonna lie, dog, when you mastered it, when you got it, you were going to kick ass.
Yep.
But it just took 2 years to get it.
Yes.
Because he came from a school of, I'm a coaching the guy 4 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I have juniors and seniors already with me. I'm getting these freshmen and sophomores ready for their time.
Yep.
Well, that just so happened to land in our laps with the portal and NIL. You don't coach anybody 4 years no more.
Yep.
Pause, move that to the side. In walks Robert Livingston. The first thing he does is, let me see all the guys and what they do well, and let me take the best 11 guys and come up with a system based on them.
Yep.
Like, he didn't come in with a playbook or a scheme. He came in and said, what do these guys do well together? Let me get the best 11 situationally, because we're going to change the packages based on what's happening. And that's why you get what you've gotten, because it's built around the players. He's not trying to force players into something. He's like, do you. Go be great.
Yep.
One of the coolest things I've ever heard a coach say is something Robert Livingston said this spring, where he talks about, he looks at his defensive players as kind of like shooters in basketball, right?
Yes.
Where you want to get your shooters as many shot attempts as possible. If you're good at man coverage, we want you in man coverage. If you can rush the quarterback, we want you in one-on-one situations to rush the quarterback. And that's kind of what we're seeing through 5 weeks. It's going to take a bit of time, especially early on when you play so much man coverage. Mm-hmm. But we're seeing this defense really adapt, because that's what they're best at. You have three lockdown corners. You can add, fourth in there with Colton, who's really good, in coverage. And you have some really legitimate pass rushers on the defensive front. That's the identity of this team, and Robert Livingston is kind of dialed into it. It's really fun to watch.
Shout out to Dalvin the Truth, who just texted me and said, asshole mode activated. I love it all.
Yo, shout out to my boy Dalvin.
Hey, Dalvin, sometimes you just got to pop out and show him, man. You got to show him your asshole, man. Like, I was standing there in pregame rain.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? When we win this game, I'm going to be an asshole tonight. Like, this, going into the bye week, we're going to speak the truth, Dalvin, the truth. So that's what they're getting.
Hey, shout out, Dalvin.
Because, man, I'm telling y'all, and I'll say it right now, like I said at the beginning of the show. If you know ball and no talent, you just have to. I don't care if you're the biggest. Hey, Georgia ain't done.
Yeah.
Wow.
You have to look back and just say, this is a talented damn football team with a talented damn coaching staff. Mm-hmm. And the ripples of the coaching staff. Pause a second. Not our pauses when we're saying something sexual. I mean, like a legit pause. Devin Hester, Terrell Owens, Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders, Warren Sapp.
Yeah.
You have 5 Hall of Famers on the Colorado sideline tonight. Just off relationship capital from one of the Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Why wouldn't you want to come to play Colorado?
How do you not understand, Hater, how people get better just environmentally?
Right. Yeah.
If I just hang around Warren Sapp, I'm going to pick up something.
Absolutely.
Now, by God, don't let him actually sit me down and teach me something. Then you really going to. But if you just walk through the building with him like, damn, I'm a better pass rusher.
Yeah.
Just from being around the guy.
Yep.
This team is built to go much further than the goals of getting Miss Peggy to a bowl game.
Yes, it is.
And when you look at the success tonight and what were my 2 measuring sticks coming into the season, the ship has turned. We're on the path of truly having a program here.
Love it, man. Let's take a break.
Do that break.
We're in receipt mode, so it's time to take a drive here in a minute. But first, shout out to our friends at Sleeper. We got Sleeper Sunday tomorrow. Come hang out with us. Kind of like a mini post-game show-ish. We'll just be kind of, shooting the shit, hanging out.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Watching NFL football, but Sleeper's the best fantasy app out there. It has an amazing variety of options. You can import your league if you're on another platform to get on Sleeper. Dynasty, they got Sleeper picks too if you want to do that. And if you do that, sign up with the code BUFFS. You will get up to a $100 match on your deposit. Sleeper are just the goats, though. If you are into fantasy sports, you need to be on Sleeper.
I'm on Sleeper, that's for sure.
Are you?
Big fan of
Sleeper's on the bus.
Yes, they are. If you think you have what it takes, download the Sleeper app. Use the code BUFFS, BUFFS, to get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today. And then also our homies over at Breck Brew. I'm hyped to get back to Colorado because I can just get Breck Brew anywhere out there. Actually, you can kind of get it almost anywhere. Use the Breck Beer locator at www.breckbrew.com to find a brew near you. Again, the one thing I don't like about covering this team and not being in Colorado sometimes, I don't get the scenes at the bar, the DNVR bar, when these games are going on.
Yeah. It's a vibe.
It really is. So come hang out with us at the DNVR bar.
And they got Ralphie's. Which you can get in 6 minutes or under and decide if you want a 6-day dry age it.
Yep.
Order 2. Dry age 1.
Again, check out the beer locator at breckbrew.com to find a brew near you.
Love it.
Gentlemen, it's time to take a drive.
Well, if I got to drive or if I got to ride and it's going to be on the front range of beyond, I'm going to do it in a Toyota.
That too, but we're taking a drive down Receipt Street.
In a Toyota.
In a Toyota.
In our case, Toyota that needs a tree air freshener.
How do you want to do this?
I don't know. What do you want first? I can do the video or the tweets.
Do the video first. Or actually, you know what? Save the video. Okay. Save the video. Do the tweets.
Receipt Street. Receipt Street needs a jingle leading into it. Scott, give us something on top of your head.
We need something.
Give me a couple seconds.
Your hockey style one.
Hockey style one. Remind me again.
Receipt Street. Receipt Street.
Hockey style one.
Jake is taking us down Receipt Street.
The Run D.
Receipt Street. Receipt Street.
This is from Reddit, from RCFB. A Colorado fan says our Run D has really been a strength, to be honest. This UCF fan named Hockey Style comes on. First off, haven't really watched enough Colorado games in depth to argue otherwise.
At least he's honest.
But just looking at your schedule, you only played one good rushing offense this year. Nebraska gave up 149 rushing yards. Win or lose, I would be surprised if we did not put up 250-plus rushing yards against y'all.
How many did they put up?
177.
Wow.
Bummer. Let's keep it rolling. Where are we going?
Receipt Street.
Next one is they stormed the field because they wanted to celebrate their final win in the 2024 season.
That didn't age well.
Is that from a CSU fan?
I don't know. It wasn't a reply to RK, though.
Ah, hilarious.
So it could be.
That's incredible. You have the CFB Knights one?
That one was
Yep,
crazy.
there you go.
CFB Knights on Twitter goes, I cannot even entertain Colorado fans this week. These guys genuinely think UCF isn't good, and they're going to blow us out in Orlando. In a sellout crowd where Fox Big Noon is coming to town, I can't even, man, crying emoji.
Bro, he's spoken into existence. I'm not going to lie. That's hilarious.
Oh, man. What else?
Last one, the Barstool UCF.
Barstool UCF. So our friends, Blue Blood Bias, they do what they do. They were talking about the recruits coming to the game.
Okay.
Bragging about how, it's UCF, but they're all coming to see Colorado. Barstool UCF quote tweets, it says, "You're a fucking clown, dude. These kids are coming to see the good team play, and it ain't the Buffs. Rename your account to Colorado Bias or just go ahead and delete it." You know what, Barstool UCF? You should delete your account.
Receipt Street.
Is it the video now?
Yep.
Here we go, chat. This one's for you. Play it.
13.5 is a lot of points, but like KJ Jefferson was put on this earth to play against a defense like this. Like if you have KJ Jefferson on your team, like if you're watching film as Colorado's defensive staff and they're like, well, if UCF decides to turn KJ Jefferson into a battering ram, like what are we going to do? I think that the answer to that question is you're probably just going to lose. So
Look, honestly, I'm not the biggest On3 hater, but I'm glad that clip exists.
He did it to himself, man.
That he did.
Oh,
That
man.
he did.
Oh, my gosh.
Receipt Street is undefeated.
Georgia with the lead. Sheesh.
Wow.
Wow.
What a comeback. Wow. Receipt Street also just for everyone who said that the recruits were actually coming to see UCF. Because Corey Phillips said the phone is popping now. And I truly believe him.
He said it's flip season.
It is time. It is time. She is actually crying. Wow. Girl, there's 2:31 left in the game. You're about to get the ball. Oh, Lord.
Another example of the goalpost moving. Somebody underneath one of my tweets talking about the fact that UCF, as of this morning, had the second best odds to win the Big 12 this season, only behind Utah.
Wow. Guess who's 2-0 in the Big 12?
But somebody replied to that tweet saying, relax, dude. Kansas State is next. A much better team than Central Florida.
Here's the goalpost moving. Here it is.
I think that's what a lot of people said last week. Baylor isn't good, man. Wait till you see UCF. I feel like that's going to be a recurring theme here this season.
Look, let's kind of look ahead. I mean, we have a bye this week. We're obviously going to enjoy it. But K-State, that team is more the archetype of what we just saw tonight than, I don't know. I mean, NDSU is kind of the same archetype. It's not Colorado State, though. They're not going to throw the ball all over the yard and test the secondary.
Yeah.
This front seven is going to get a chance again.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying it on your show, other places. I really like Avery Johnson. He obviously played well today. I think DJ Giddens, Ollie Gordon is a talent. So is the Kansas running back as well. But DJ Giddens, to me, may not be the best running back, but he's my favorite running back in the Big 12. I mean, he gets tough yards, and then that two-headed monster in the backfield with him and Dylan Edwards, who we all know very well, along with Avery Johnson, what he's able to do as a runner as well as a passer. He gets better and better every week as a passer. He's obviously a young guy. He has room to grow, but that offense is legit. Kansas State is, I think, clearly one of the top three teams in the Big 12.
I think it's a battle between top three teams that we're about to see 2 weeks from tonight.
Speak on it.
We talked about this game kind of being a barometer for where the program is.
Oh, yeah.
Next week is truly a barometer of where the program is. That is they won the conference, or no, Oklahoma State won it last year, but they've won it.
Texas won it last year.
Texas, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry. But K-State's been in this conversation for the last few years.
Oh, yeah.
CU has another chance to make a statement win.
Good to have that one in Boulder.
Yes, sir.
I'm
so excited to go back home.
It is.
Um,
And before we get
ahead,
too
yes.
deep into the future opponents, I'm not done with the meatballs yet.
here we go. Yes.
So the ref counted 1, 2, and just as he was coming down for 3, I picked the hater up off the mat and said, not yet, ref. We're not done pounding the haters. Take that however you want to take it.
Wow.
Oh, my.
Is this Ryan Williams?
Yes.
Wow.
Bama scored.
Oh,
It was you
my
just said it
God.
was 2:30 left. It's 2:19 now. They scored to retake the
They
lead.
needed 1 second.
75 yard.
Wow.
They should go back to the crying girl.
I know.
Kirby.
She's probably crying harder now.
Man. The receivers
you
in
know
college
what?
football.
I'm not a guy. I strive to be like Coach Prime one day, but I don't wear my faith on my sleeve. Just live like I should be living. But I'm going to take that right there as a sign from God to leave the haters alone.
All right.
Yeah, he let Bama score right before my eyes.
Yeah, that was crazy.
With less than 2:30 left. Said, no, Neely, don't. But you know what, Lord? I love you. There's a lot of other times I ain't listen to you. Like when you said, don't drink that. So back on the haters.
Please.
2-point
I'll
conversion.
say it again, and I'll say it again. When will the haters look at themselves in the mirror and then type in the chat or Twitter or wherever else and go, man, I was wrong. Colorado is a good team. I was wrong. Colorado has good staff. I was wrong. Colorado has depth. I was wrong. Colorado does have a much improved D-line.
They can recruit.
I was wrong. They can protect Shador long enough for him to get the deep ball. I just want to see the haters just one time. Mm-hmm. Just come, man. Come to the light. Just come to the light and just acknowledge what you're seeing is good damn football, and it ain't a fluke. Yep. As my man Scotty Too Hottie down there said, you got data points now. This ain't one game.
Yeah. Yes.
This is 5 football games in. What you're seeing is real. It's real, Jake. It's real, Scott.
It's very real.
To the audience watching, it's real. Believe in it. Support it. Wheels going to wobble in games. We're going to have some adverse moments. We're going to throw an interception. We're going to fumble. We're going to be down at the half. That's part of football. But what do you do in response to that? Last year's team folded like lawn furniture. This year's team, they embrace it and go for it, man.
Yep.
Love it. 41-34 with 2:18 left in that Bama-Georgia game.
Yeah, this is a crazy
When
game.
we started the show, Georgia was down 15, 16 points.
I think so.
They came back to take the lead and now down 7 again.
Just rolling through the stats here, just so we can do it. Shador tonight.
Bama 551 total yards, man.
On that Georgia defenses. Sheesh.
Shador tonight, 28-35, 290, 3 touchdowns. Of course, the 1 interception, but that's an 80% completion. Travis Hunter, the leading receiver, 9 receptions, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. Unfortunately, the streak is dead.
Yeah.
But it's historic, and I think the only person who probably could top it is Travis at this point.
I'm going to talk to Coach Prime to see if he wants me to be that guy here. Like, I was that guy at Jackson State.
Yeah. When
I'm on the sideline and we were close to a record, I would go hip him to it and let him decide if he wanted to. Right. And, like, tonight he admitted, like, man, I hate I didn't know Travis was, missing that yards to get 100, which we would have tried to do it.
You got to get on that, Unc.
And I know the haters out there, see their padding stats. I don't give a damn what you think. Like, there are times I can remember this vividly. He had pulled Shador out of the game at Jackson State, and I went over to him, and then, like, I was like, Coach, he's like 1 completion away from this game record, this rivalry record.
He'll put him back in.
And he was like, so he left him out a couple plays, and he went, grown. And did the little jet sweep pass where it's like, I'm not throwing it, but it counts as a pass.
Oh, I love it.
And then he immediately came out of the game. I was like, hey, I didn't want you to get home tonight and see 39 completions in the record.
And be like,
40.
I wish somebody would have told me. Yeah.
Like, get that record, man.
Oh, I absolutely love that. One more thing before we get to questions.
Let's do it.
Travis did get kind of rolled up on the Cam fumble return.
Yeah.
Travis is good, though. Coach said Travis is okay. And, of course, we're on a bye week, so Travis is going to get some well-deserved rest. I'm sure Shiloh will be back the next time we suit up and play a football game.
Yep.
That puts the defense at full strength.
Dayon's will be back.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get word on Khalil Benson. He did not make the trip. He is injured also. But we'll see. I don't think we talked to Coach till the week after this anyway, so it'll be a minute before we get to hear from him.
Speaking of Shiloh, shout out that boy Carter Stoutmeyer.
Oh, my God.
Continuing to step up, continuing to help this defense not miss a beat without their leading tackler from last season. 5 solo tackles tonight for Carter Stoutmeyer.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the depth of this team is being slept on. It's being overlooked.
Scott knows no ball. If I said Travis is the leading receiver, I lied. It was actually Will Shepard. 4 receptions, 99 yards, 1 touchdown.
Good for him.
Almost 2.
Great for him.
Yeah.
LeJounte Wester had the other receiving touchdown from Shador.
4 straight games with a tug for LeJounte.
Wow.
4 straight games with a tug.
Wow.
And I just love watching him play. But I remember saying he was probably the one player in the offseason that I stamped my name on.
Yeah.
LeJounte Wester is special. I feel like we still haven't seen the best version of him because he's going to crack a punt return before the season is over.
I hope so.
It's been some ugly reps. Yep. Jimmy has gotten some reps back there as well, but he's going to pop one. The 2023 American Conference Special Teams Player of the Year, he's going to get one before it's over with.
Dallin Hayden had a rushing touchdown. It was a beautiful play. Michael Welsh also had a rushing touchdown.
You mean to tell me that the team that has no running game had 2 rushing touchdowns?
Yes, sir, they did.
Yeah.
Who else stood out on defense here? Samuel Okunlola had 1.5 TFLs. Tajay McCoy had the 2 sacks. We already mentioned Jalen Wester, who forced the fumble. That's pretty much it. Injury-wise, am I missing anyone? I think we're
Did
good.
Micah hit the tent late in the game?
Oh, yeah, he kind of came up lame, running, stretching a run out.
Micah
holding
and
his
Travis
hammy.
hit the 10 briefly, but post-game locker room, didn't appear to be anything concerning.
Yep.
Cool. I mean, they were, dancing and doing everything.
Yep.
Love it.
All right, let's hit this last break. We'll hit Super Chats and questions and
Super
get out of
chats, questions.
here. We are shouting out UC Health and the Ready, Set, Co challenge. Don't sleep on sleep. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. I cannot wait. I always get like this happens whether we're home or away. I kind of get post-game jitters where I don't fall asleep at night.
Same, bro. I can't fall asleep as soon as I get to the crib ever.
So that combined with like the Red Bull I had for the pregame show last night, combined with taking a bit of a nap before the pregame show, I did not get great sleep last night. So shout out to UC Health. I am going to not sleep on sleep from here on out.
Sleep is important.
Very much
Coach Prime told the players last week, look, young guys, I'm telling you want to invest in something.
Yep.
Invest in your mattress, your pillows, and your sheets. Invest where you spend your time the most, and you're going to try to sleep 6 to 8 hours a day so your bed needs to be comfortable, and it helps keep you healthy. Rest is important.
Yes, it is.
Don't sleep on sleep.
If you want to join UC Health's Ready, Set, Co challenge, click the link in the show notes or go to www.uchealth.org/readysetco. And then also shout out to Toyota. They're the ones who got us down Receipt Street tonight.
They did. They did. And I was looking to the west and saw that beautiful silhouette of the Front Range.
Yep.
Just knew we were headed home in the Toyota. Reliable, dependable. You never seen one broken down on the side of the
Never,
road.
ever.
Not once.
Not once. Not once. Gotta love that Toyota.
They're the goats, man. The RAV4, the new RAV4 looks amazing. Check that out. If you're a sporty guy, get a Supra. They've got the best trucks out there as well. Visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is a proud partner of CU Athletics and the official vehicle of DNVR. Do you have an update on Levante Bentley? He also got banged up in the game.
Saw him in the locker room. Did not look out of sorts. So I don't know. I didn't see the play. He's been nursing that turf toe, right? Bouncing around with that.
Well-deserved rest for him, too.
Oh, man. Look, I'm telling you, dude, this first bye week couldn't come at a better time for us.
It really can't.
We need it.
Yep.
And we won going into it.
This team's 4-1.
4-1. What was the record last year? What did we finish with?
4-8.
We've already matched in 5 weeks the wins.
More than halfway towards bowl eligibility.
After hearing nothing but 4-8 from December until August, this just feels incredible right now. And the 5th win is just...
Oh, no, the 5th, man. Look, let me tell you something. Get ready, live chat. Get ready, live audience. When we get the 5th one, which really officially gets us over the hump, I know the 6th gets you the bowl game, but when we get the 5th one where you guys could no longer talk about 4-8, me and Jake hitting the blunt live on the show.
Let's go.
Live on the show.
I'm deceased.
All right.
Hey, do y'all think Colorado has a chance to enter the top 25 this week?
Absolutely.
Yes.
They should be a top 25 team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. If this was too big of a win on the road in a known hostile environment with a known great coaching staff, this win matters. Nebraska, we lost to them and they were favored and they got ranked.
Yep.
Because the game mattered.
Right.
This game matters. This has to put you in the top 25.
And there's a couple kind of fringe top 25 teams that lost this weekend. Illinois at 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Louisville at 15 lost. They'll probably still stay in the top 25.
Yeah, they played another good team.
Oklahoma State was 20. They took another L. They'll be out of the top 25 for sure. So there's definitely some room to move up, and we'll see what happens. Obviously, the Arizona-Utah game here that's going on right now.
What's the score?
3-3.
All right.
Halfway through the second quarter. So
Wow.
Are we done with the Big 12 games that are not conference games?
I think so, yes. Every game from now
from
on.
here they all matter.
Yes,
All right.
yes. I think that was only the first 2 weeks.
I thought so too, but
Yeah.
I'm new to this, so I want to be true to this.
I mean, Bro, that was just a weird scheduling thing.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm looking at it like, damn, I can't celebrate it because it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, no, that was.
But I know it does mean something. I know who he is. 2-0 in conference.
Yes, sir. All right, Alyssa.
Super chat is up.
Okay, we have 41 tonight. Sorry for everyone yesterday
Sheesh.
with our technical difficulties.
Yes.
Ashwan 1. Is Travis Hunter the next Jim Thorpe?
Yeah. Pretty much.
I don't know too much about Jim Thorpe other than he got an award named after
Jim
him.
Thorpe is a
I tell you
legend.
this.
Jim Thorpe is a legend.
Yeah, he is a legend. And 20 years from now, the Jim Thorpe Award will be called the Travis Hunter
Yep.
Award.
I wrote about that last week. Forget the Heisman. The Travis Hunter Award is what needs to be, you know, talked about right now.
He will have an award named after him one day.
Yes, he will. Quick side note: if you ever go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, you'll learn a lot about Jim Thorpe, and he is very, very influential in the game of football.
I got to get to Canton.
Yep.
JP's Revenge Super Chat says, LFG, most dominant performance by CU. This was a big win, and I truly believe this team has what it takes to contend for the Big 12 championship.
Absolutely.
Same. Thank you for the super chat.
Ernie, $20 Super Chat says, Jake, Neely, great meeting you guys today. What an awesome
Hey,
day.
shout out.
Thanks for the hospitality. I needed that win for my soul. Hashtag ScoBuffs.
The tailgate today. To everyone who came out to that, it was like a meetup, not even really a tailgate.
Yeah.
But shout out to y'all, man. Y'all are real ones.
It rocked. They got to tour the bus.
They got to tour the bus. Check it all out.
Hey, man, I got to be on the bus for the
Yes,
first
you
time
did.
today, man. I
Yeah,
rode
you
the
rode the
bus,
bus.
man.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
I can assure you it's really like that, man. It lives up to
really
all
is.
the hype that you done heard. It's
Yep.
really a mean machine.
And I will say this, Jake. You know, I walked from the meetup
Yeah.
to the pregame stuff.
Right.
And it was a long damn walk, but I tried
Yes.
to take the shortcut, and the shortcut was through the wrap of a big noon kickoff in their tailgate area.
Uh huh.
I got to give shout out to Central Florida fans.
Yeah.
Like, nobody gave me shit. Matter of fact, people were like, hey, man, pregame show. Hey, that's that dude from the internet. You
Yeah.
know? Nice. So it's a lot of love. And then when I finally got to the stadium, you met more people who, like, watch DNVR, watch pregame show, of course, watch this guy. It was just a lot of love out there.
Yeah, we were parked right next to a UCF tailgate. They've been doing it for 17 years out here. And if you know college football, this is a young program, UCF. And they've ascended at a rapid rate, but this is a young program, and they do have some diehards out here. So
They even
respect to them.
offered to move theher shit for us.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we can move this forward. Y'all
Yep.
need more room?
Yep.
That would never happen in Jackson State.
They were incredible, man.
You gotta get in when you fit in. They ain't moving nothing.
All right, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Big TZ says, it was
Big T's in the house.
It was the public sub for Mata, Jake.
Hell yeah.
East Coast Kev says, where are the haters? What's the new goalpost this week?
Can't wait to see.
Delta V says, you can't be hating on fans who were worried after Nebraska. I love this team, but fans have been through hell for years. Jump on the bandwagon if you want. Love to y'all.
Let go of hell.
Grimithy super chat for 4821 says, another one, DJ Khaled. Super chat from Original. RK, you sold on the best game of the season so far. I hope that wedding was worth it. Also, Neely, who is that chick that Darius keeps fumbling? Jake, are you not entertained? Allie is GOAT.
They mean Alyssa is good.
Yeah,
You
I
are
think so.
goated.
It's ALY.
All right, next.
Next one from Oklahoma 11 says, I agree with you, Unk. I knew it was going to be a blowout. I bet 20 the Buffs would win by 25 plus and won 2,400. I bet Brian is looking crazy.
Believer.
Bonus
Believer.
shout out. CU beat UCF so bad tonight, the early money line payout and Bet365 cashed because they got up by more than 17 points. That was nice to see that hit my account. I did bet on the game.
Spread?
No, money line.
Oh.
Straight money line. RK and I, we bet on the first two games on CU, of course.
Right, I had to take a little break, right?
And we were like, oh, wait, we'll see what happens against CSU. Didn't bet. Of course, the Buffs dominate. Yeah. We didn't bet on Baylor. The Buffs have one of the greatest wins ever. And then he was talking this week. He's like, I'm not betting. I'm not going to do it.
Right.
So I kind of went behind his back and did it.
Hey, that's a hell of a play by who just put in that super chat, though. 25 for the Buffs to win by 25 plus.
Yeah.
Paying out 2,400. That's a hell of a play.
Alabama.
Yeah, Bama just picked it off in the end zone. 43 seconds left.
Wow.
What a game.
What a game.
And
Remo Sensi says,
Huh?
Man, Kentucky beat Ole Miss. Kentucky's been knocking some people out.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought Carson Beck was the best quarterback in the country.
Super chat from Remo Sensi says, seen you get some screen time on Fox today.
I have to go look
Big
at the replay.
That boy celebrity.
Go look at the replay.
Big time.
Another super chat from Grimathy says, here's your receipt for me, Pat Shermer. You proved me wrong today, and I'm happy for your success in Colorado.
Yeah.
Before we go to the next one, because rightly so, we've been tugging on Rob Livingston.
Yep.
And I mean tugging.
Oh my!
We didn't have to do that.
The motion is
we
crazy.
gotta give Pat some love because the criticism that he was taking in the offseason, the criticism he was taking the first couple of games.
Yep.
Enough said.
He's adapted, and you said it during the game a couple of times. Is that power?
They ran power tonight. Oh
Yeah,
my
man.
God.
Shut up, Coach Shermer.
$25 super chat from East Coast Kev says, and yes, I made a lot of money off the idiots in Vegas by taking Colorado's straight money line. I didn't just believe, I knew.
East Coast Kev, my guy. Appreciate you.
I love it.
$50 super chat from Laura says, post-game
Go.
beverages for DNVR on me. Thanks, Vegas.
Laura is the
Shout out, Laura.
Another one from JP's Revenge says, we expected to have a dominant offense and we're unsure about the defense, but I'll say the defense is the reason we're 4-1. Defense has been showing out.
Absolutely.
And Cameron Zimmerman Craig is individually a big part of that. But defense has been showing out.
Can't drown a shark.
The Campo super chat says, better than belt to ass, radio antenna to ass from the movie Ted. DNVR and Neely
Love it.
are the goats. Go Buffs.
Love it. Antenna to ass. Extension cord to ass. I love it.
Literally.
$2 super chat from Conrad. Thank you. SLIC, show love. Money well spent on the game. Glad I got to meet y'all today. Jake and Unk. What's up, Scott?
You got it. Appreciate meeting you.
Appreciate y'all for coming out.
Conrad has another super chat that says, what are they going to say now?
Can't wait to see.
I can't wait for y'all to see when I asked Michael Irvin that. I played it for Jake.
Oh, my
Didn't
God.
have time
He's
to
got
send
an
it to-
all-timer.
Didn't send it to a listen time, but I'll put it out tomorrow.
Yep.
I just simply asked Michael Irvin, hey, man, what are they going to say now? And the dude takes the mic from me
He cooks.
and says, I got a rant. And I just let him cook, man. He cooked for 2 minutes.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Super chat from Amber says, how many players had fire plays today? Team effort.
Yeah. Too many to count.
Yeah.
Another one from East Coast Kev. Brace yourself, Uncle Neely. By week 6, when Colorado is 5-1, there will be 4 and 5-star recruits decommitting all over the country considering Colorado. Are you ready for that?
I am.
Week 7. We're on bye next week, but yeah.
JP's Revenge again. I know he doesn't have a touchdown yet like the other running backs, but Isaiah's our best running back in my opinion. #SCO.
He was really impressive tonight, man.
Yeah.
Super chat from Original says, I hate Trevor Redshirt. We're skipping that one.
Okay.
1414. Hi. Shout out to Jake for being Jake.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
I agree.
He's goated.
Shout out to Unk for being Unk, Scott for being Scott, RG for being RG,
No,
and of course
no,
Alyssa being
no.
FDP. And
Jake
Alyssa.
for being Jake.
Facts. We're up.
The only thing they didn't do right on Jake is they didn't nail your eyebrows on the bus. Like, they need to be a little darker.
Oh, please.
Spencer Smith with the super chat says, great dominant damn whims. Go Buffs from the 904 Duval. I knew we could beat UCF because Gus has ran the same offense as his high school days in Auburn. Heisman.
I agree.
He kind of has.
No, I agree.
That's what got him fired at Auburn.
But one thing I'll say about him is he recruits the talent that can do it.
Yes, he does.
And so, like, I'm looking at Bama, so Derrick Henry came to mind. I can tell you Derrick Henry is going through the B gap. That don't mean you're going to stop him.
Right.
And so,
True.
Sardis, Mississippi, shout out to their quarterback, Big Boy. Wow. Like they have the talent to execute what Gus likes running.
Damn.
We just have the talent to stop it.
Yep.
And we damn stopped it tonight.
Definitely.
Yeah, Jalen Milroe going to be probably a top Heisman.
Yeah. It's stuff like that makes
Right.
the Shador
Yeah,
Right.
part tougher.
for sure.
That's a hell of a stat line, though.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Another one from East Coast Kev said, did anyone see Cormani McLean posting an IG picture of himself at the CU game?
Yeah, you said that.
Is someone having buyer's remorse?
Let the kid live.
Yeah, let me-
Let
It's their
bygones
bye
be
week,
bygones.
isn't it? That's
yeah,
why I was
Florida's
here.
on bye.
Yeah. Original. So I've been $20 super chat. So I've been cheering for the Buffs since Prime took the job. However, my natural teams I cheer for are all Tennessee and Florida teams except for the Florida Gators. So I was cheering for both teams tonight. Go Buffs.
Go Buffs.
Super chat from Gerard. Hopefully this win helps move the needle with recruits as much as the portal has blessed us. We need some 4 and 5 stars to buy in.
Just wait. Just wait.
Super chat from Brent, $50, says
Wow.
huge win, Colorado versus everyone.
Colorado versus everyone.
$20 super chat from Charlie Moe says congratulations on the win. Down goes UCF. CU is the best black and gold school in the Big 12. Go Buffs.
Oh, yeah.
Another super chat from JP's Revenge says helmet sticker for Kareem Harden as well.
Yo,
Yeah.
shout out to him and
Yeah.
Phil Houston.
He should be mentioned.
It's a good one.
He should be mentioned.
It's a good one.
100%.
Damn good one.
Yep.
Another $50 chat from Laura says round number two drinks for DNVR because Vegas.
Oh, Laura, you're the best.
Laura's
Thank
the
you.
goat.
That's awesome. That's the best. Mad Max says, am I the only one who has noticed that we were told moon isn't? I can't tell with these emojis. Besides that, heart and moon?
Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, thank you. I was like, I think that's what those are. Another one from Mad Max says, Ollie Gordon, number 1 running back, K-State and Kansas, gold, BYU, not. I can't tell what these are. Sorry.
Are they
Arizona
emojis?
State, it looks like a moon. Arizona is gold. Georgia 3 times gold. Raiola, a.k.a. Walmart Mahomes, is gold because they beat unranked CU. Utah is gold. Iffy. Preseason polls, gold, trash, etc.
Love it.
Walmart.
Another super chat from Mad Max says, so far most of the is some bull junk. In the immortal words of BFN, you have to line up 11 guys against our 11 guys and we'll find out who wants it more.
Speaking of which, pause a second. Another hater comment came to mind.
Speak on.
Somebody said, Rob Livingston know he's doing, man. We can't play man against those guys. They're going to tear us up in man. What was the score?
48-21.
Okay.
Dismantling.
Yeah. Let Rob Livingston cook, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sit your ass at the table. Wait on the food to come out. Don't ask no damn questions. Just eat. Let that man cook. You want to go stick your head in the damn kitchen. What's that? I smelled something. I think you need some salt. And man, let that man cook.
They never cooked a meal in their life.
No.
Trying to tell the chef what to do
Oh,
in the
sit
kitchen.
your ass down.
Damn shame.
Say grace. Be thankful and eat.
Yup. Yup.
A couple super chats from Tez Malone. One of them says, JB and Trevor will get us better in practice.
Thank you for the super chat.
PHUC says, let's be real here. I never thought UCF was a test. In fact, I said the Buffs would hang 40 plus on them. I do have a screenshot of it. KSU will be the first real test.
Thank
I
you.
want to see that
The
screenshot.
first real test. I don't know about that, but
This team is battle tested.
Sometimes your tests come from losses.
Dude,
Yeah.
Like, you know, like we act like the battle test, like what's the record?
4-1. Team's
We
4-1.
act like we learned so much from the 4.
yeah.
The 1 is what built this team. The criticism that came to this team after that 1 is what has this team where it is.
No.
I said it
Like
in that
battle
postgame
tested,
show.
we've done it.
I said it in that postgame show. This game has to be a turning point, and so far it looks like it has been.
Next one. Nicholas Wade says, I love the content. DMVR plus the pregame show was genius. Go Buffs. What's the chance that JB and Trevor redshirt and help continue building for next year?
Building. I don't think you redshirt at this point in the season to go, yeah, I'm just going to wait for next year.
Yeah. Especially some older guy like
let's
Trevor.
just keep it 100.
Or they're both older, actually.
Let's just keep, they are. Let's just keep it 100. Know those guys well. Wish them the absolute fucking best in life and in football. That's an indication of that they're not staying.
Right.
It's not an indication of I'm doubling down on where I am.
Right.
That's an indication of I'm going to go seek a better opportunity closer to home or in this program or this scheme.
Yep.
Let's just be real about it. And the other thing, we're going to pick up a lot of recruits this season. We're going to lose a lot of guys this season. It's not Colorado football. It's college football. Mm-hmm. Someone's going to come after staff at the end of the season.
Yep.
It's not Colorado football. It's college football. People move around, man.
Yep.
Super chat from Carlos Carter, $20. I think it's time to do a new darts-only video for the haters because between the throw to Travis and Shepard on those first 2 touchdowns today and the Hail Mary last week, they can't say it's edited. Shador is the truth.
Oh, of course. We already knew that. But
Amen.
we didn't even talk about the play. But the moon ball Shador put up for Will Shepard and the grab by Will Shepard. That's elite football, boys.
What a play, man.
Jake knows ball.
And I wrote last week, people were trying to write off Will Shepard, saying we need to
Scott knows ball.
He need to get benched for Omarion Miller, and Omarion Miller probably does need to play a little bit more, but not at the expense of Will Shepard coming off the field for extended periods of time. I said last week the breakout was coming, came tonight.
Super chat from 360 says, Unk, can we please get a photo of Travis Hunter and Isaiah Harch in gray jerseys together? May not happen again.
I will do that.
Hell yeah.
I will not do that this week. I am going home.
Yep. Well deserved, too.
But I will do it next week. That is a great point to get those two together.
Deborah C. says, could y'all get Black Youngsta to modify We Keep the Receipts?
Hey, what y'all know about Black Youngster?
Yeah, I'm tripping, man. I'm like, I was about to give my son, Deuce, get out the chat.
Super chat from Don Peasy says, Travis for Heisman, Shador, top 5 picks. You for OFFS?
OFFS.
Not sure. Maybe typo. DNVR our goats. Can we talk Big 12 title now?
No. No, we're not talking Big 12 title yet.
Last one here. Spencer Smith says, hashtag Scobucks, hashtag Heisman. Keep telling people this team is so much better than last year.
Damn straight.
I will talk Big 12 for a second.
Sure.
Not Big 12 title.
Yes.
I'm just talking about the path forward.
Yeah.
You remember vividly when we lost Nebraska.
Right.
The world was going to a shit tank.
Of course.
And as much as I was waist deep in that shit tank as well, what I was trying to explain, the goal set forth had not changed.
Yep.
The math was still mathing for us. Get Miss Peggy to a bowl game. That's 6 wins. You never know how the Big 12 conference is going to shake out. We don't have divisions, so you just want to be one of the best 2 teams go to the game. And I still think that maybe people don't appreciate it now, seeing the talent on full display when all 3 phases play well in the same night. The Big 12 is only going to have one person in the 12.
Yes.
And that's
CFP.
the winner. That's the winner of the conference championship.
Yep.
If you get there, you got a 50-50 chance to make the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
I think it's far-fetched for us to be talking about Colorado as a national champion this year, just from a talent, experience, programmatic standpoint. But you're not going to convince me that we're idiotic for thinking that we can't play in the Big 12 championship and damn win it. Like, that is in front of you if you play like you played tonight.
Yeah. Got to keep it rolling. Alyssa Ahan G in the chat says offs is short for playoffs.
I saw that. Cool. And a couple last minute super chats. Dom Peasy says, what a weekend for RK to miss. Haters are about to move the goalpost more than CU fans after the Baylor win. Hashtag comeback RK.
I'll tell you what. RK loves the Buffs so much. I think he would go to a wedding for the rest of this season if he could get this result every time.
I believe that.
That's a good point. It's a good point.
Start getting hitched, folks.
A couple of these last minute ones here. PHUC says, tell Uncle Neely to respond to my post with his X account. I will send it. And then Deborah says, I was a high school English teacher, so I had to keep up with rap lyrics.
Hell yeah. We made it.
That's it. Yep.
That is it. What a game, guys.
What a game.
What a night.
What a first quarter of the season.
For real.
4-1 program. The arrow is pointing up. The talent is here. We get so many people back from injuries, for this second quarter of the season. And this year in the Big 12, you got another bye week, three games after that.
Yeah. So
I love the way it's rolling, man. I'm you don't know how happy I am to be 4-1 instead of 1-4. This program is heading in the right direction, man. And the support out there, from watching, having Scott on. Scott knows ball. Scott rode in the bus.
That's my guy, bro.
My dog.
I hope he saw the sign on the door and said no solids. He went in the restroom and was in there a while.
Yes, man.
I hope I hope that was a liquid stop. But we're gonna love Scott either way.
Yeah,
we're gonna love him either way.
That, man.
Okay, Sleeper Sunday tomorrow.
Yeah.
We will touch on the game, of course, kind of recap college football, talk a little bit NFL as well, but mostly just hang out with you guys. So looking forward to that. It'll be sometime before or around the start of the NFL slate at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So tune in. I'm excited to go back home. I can't wait. I'm excited that we're on bye, but the Buffs are 4-1. I'm going to miss watching this team next weekend. What do you think college football is going to do? They don't have Colorado to talk about this week. I guess they do, but they don't have a game.
They're going to make up something.
Yeah.
Hey, Colorado played this weekend. This is the scenario. They would have lost.
Yeah, we're about to see simulated score.
Yeah.
If Colorado played Georgia this week, this would be the result.
One last super chat said, Pitt Marine says, Jens, it's my birthday today. Well, the 28th, turned 61. Perfect BD present for me. Hashtag ScoBuffs.
Happy birthday,
Happy
man.
birthday.
Happy glow day.
And he said Marine?
Maybe?
Pitt Marine is his name.
Oh, I didn't know. Well, if you were our Marine, thank you for your service.
Yep. That it? All right. Ciao.
Jake,
What's up, brother?
you fucking rocked this weekend, man.
Well
You
done,
too.
man, as always.
You too, man.
No, you rocked
Thank
this
you, bro.
weekend.
Thank you for coming on, dog.
Yeah.
This was
Appreciate the
great.
invite.
Yeah, somebody tried to leave you.
For
Like,
sure.
let's get the bus out of here.
I believe it.
And it might have been me. It was either me or RG.
Yeah, I respect the honesty.
I
I respect the honesty.
But you showed up, and
Sure did.
you kicked ass. And, I said it before in the show, and I'll say it again. Scott knows ball.
Yes, he does.
My dog.
I was going to say this tomorrow, but I'm damn proud of us, y'all. Lissa RG. I thought we crushed it.
Shout out Alyssa. Shout out
Shout
RG
out.
for the shot of the night.
More Alyssa, less RG, because I still don't know what the hell RG does. I see Alyssa doing shit, so I know what she does.
But like the Buffs, we have been resilient.
We have been resilient. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
We have a spin-off podcast about the resiliency of this weekend.
Yeah. That's a story for a
I'm
different
so
day.
glad we fucking won. Can you imagine what we put up
fucking
with
won.
since Wednesday and we lost this game?
Oh, man. Shout out to you, chat. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Go
Love you,
Buffs.
chat.
We all silly like the mayor.